All right. Hello. I think we are live now. This is Ryan. Happy Healthy Vegan coming to you on Sunday, January 26th at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I've been having a pretty weird day, as many people have had in Los Angeles and all across the country and the world. Just been watching the news and trying to make sense of what happened today. So I just want to come on and talk to y'all. Keep it real. We could talk about some vegan things too. My echoing. Let me see if I can figure out why it's echoing. Oh. All right. How about now, guys? Is the echo? How about now? Let's see if I fix the echo situation. I think maybe because of... All right, tell me... my computer volume is muted, so tell me if I fix the echo or not. Let me actually check up here. That makes sense. All right. How about now? Let's check this out. Anyone? How about now? Anyone hear anything? Seems like nothing's coming out now. Okay. Let's try this. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out this echo situation. Oh, okay. Sounds like this camera is working better. All right, I'm just going to move to this camera, guys. I think I fixed it. All right. All right, guys, hang on. Give me 1 second here to fix this camera. All right, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Freaking computers. All right. I think I know what the problem is now. Okay, I started using some new software. So anyway, all right, cool. We'll just live with this for now. And I know in the future now how to prevent that. All right, guys. So, hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that, man. Sorry about the echo chamber situation. No, it wasn't the interface. I started a new 2-camera situation here, and I forgot one of the cameras has a speaker which I need to mute. So I will make sure I remember that next time. So, that kind of got me woken up there. So anyway, thanks for the tip. I was echoing. As soon as I turned the audio on, I heard it right away. But yeah, guys, I've been in a weird funk all day. Me and Angie, and it's been really hard because you guys know, I've been a basketball fan for most of my life. Angie, she went back and looked through our diaries and and notes and stuff like that. One of our first big dates was to a Laker game in 1999, Shaq and Kobe era at the Forum before they moved to Staples Center. We saw lots of games at Staples Center, and it's been Kobe's been a big part of our lives. So this has been a pretty rough tragedy to go through. So I want to talk to y'all guys, see what you guys are doing, how you guys are feeling about this. Like I said, we could talk about vegan stuff too, but this has just been on my mind all day. I haven't been able to focus on anything. I haven't been able to research any vegan topics. And just want to come on and just keep it real with you guys, because I'm a real person. I just don't think about vegan stuff all the time. I'm a human. I'm not a sociopath. I'm not an narc. I have feelings. I have emotion for all sentient beings, all people, and this is a huge tragedy. I mean, today, we lost a great, and a wife lost her husband and 13-year-old daughter, and other families lost family members too. So yeah, okay. Someone said echo. You got me scared that my echo came back. So yeah, I've been really bummed. Like I said, Angie and I, Kobe's been a part of our lives, like this unknown friend. In fact, actually, I didn't come here to pimp our Instagram, but check out our Instagram. It's Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. Angie put together a 1 minute video of different video clips of us going to Lakers games, stuff we've never shared with you guys. And one of one of the coolest moments of my life is we had some really cool seats one season, because a friend of ours, her business had these really cool seats along the tunnel where the Lakers come in and out of. So one time after Kobe won a game, a buzzer beater shot, he won the game, he was stoked, and he come back and slapped my hand. I was yelling out there, Kobe, and he slapped my hand, and I lost it. I flipped out. So check out our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. That was a cool memory to share with you guys. Maybe we'll do a flashback Friday one day. But yeah, check that video out. You've seen, yeah, we've been to the games a lot, but yeah, him touching my hand, to touch some of that greatness just there for a millisecond was really cool. I'm glad he's not above like slapping fans at random. But anyway, it sounds like you guys are too feeling it too. Some of you guys are basketball fans. Some of you, like My Body's a Temple, not basketball fans. And hang on one second. Why am I not hearing my headphones? 1 second, guys. Let's see, my headphones. Why am I not hearing my cans? You guys can hear me, right? Let me make sure it's coming out through here. Okay, huh? Bizarre. This is not my day, I guess, Anyway, I guess I don't even need to wear my cans, but I feel comfortable with them on. So, anyway, cool. Yeah, they still don't understand the cause of the crash, Sheila. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I saw they left Orange County Airport about 9 and crashed a little bit like before 10, where they in the valley, but we don't know yet. I mean, it was a really foggy day. It's been pretty bad weather here, like as far as visibility goes. But I was reading some reports of eyewitness accounts, said they heard a helicopter that was having problems. So it wasn't necessarily just from the fog. I'm sure the fog didn't help, but like maybe some kind of engine trouble. And then all of a sudden a pound, like, smashing into the hill, and then like a fireball explosion. So they had no chance, I mean, they could have possibly survived the fall, the impact, but it had to catch on fire too. So that's just horrible. And 9 people, Anyway, yeah, it's really sad, guys. Really, really, really sad. Yeah, it sounds like it could have been a problem with the helicopter itself. I heard it's a large helicopter. It could seat a capacity of 12 people, and those large helicopters have a black box. So the federal investigators are there trying to uncover that, and I'm sure it'll be figured out soon enough. But either way, it's bad. I mean, just bad that it happened. But it sounds like, yeah, helicopter malfunction in combination with like low visibility. Yeah, I wasn't aware, Craig. Thanks for bringing up that Kobe won an Oscar. I mean, I didn't know that. I had no idea that I know he's segued into television and film, but I didn't know he had won an Oscar for his efforts. So yeah, I feel bad for not keeping up with that. It's cool. I'm glad you guys. My volume is really low. Let's see. Check this out now. My volume was low. Check this out now. It's probably gonna get loud. So give you a little countdown. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it might be a little bit louder now. All right. All right, guys. So maybe now I can hear my headphones. Man, I'm just all not right today. All right, cool. So so hopefully I didn't blow your eardrums up there by cranking. I had a have it's called a pad on my mixer here. It takes 10 decibels off. I was playing my bass through it a day or two ago, so I think that's why the pad was engaged. So now it should everything should be cool. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, cool. Thanks, Peter. Thank you. Yeah, I guess I didn't go through my pre-flight rundown here, make sure everything's cool before coming on. Just not thinking as clearly as I usually am. But yeah, I'm just all messed up today. Yeah, it just really puts life in perspective. I remember the very last game that Kobe played as a professional, at Staples Center with the Lakers, his last game before retirement, and it was amazing that he was able to score 60 points at his age on that last game, but it was just heartbreaking. Just like, wow, Angela, I couldn't believe, wow, his whole career's over already. It just seems like her and I were just getting together, starting dating, and he was young Kobe coming off the bench, the spark off the bench, and here he is retiring as a older injured player. Just like, wow, he's old, we're old. What the hell's going on? Victory Vegan, we're not gonna talk bad about anyone right now, man. Sorry. I'm gonna put you in timeout, and I don't want anyone to come in here and speak bad of anyone, of Kobe, of me, of anyone. It's not the time to be a troll. It's not the time to be a dick. It's just, if you have problems with me or him, I suggest watching something else right now. All right, that's it. And all right, Garrett B, I see you're trolling. You're just gone, man. This is stupid. No trolls. No trolls, please. Ash, Ash asked, anyone know who the other two people were in the plane? Now, at first it was Port of the River 5, Kobe, his daughter, the pilot, and then a parent and a child. Well, now they're saying there were 9 people in there. So add what I just said there, plus 4 more people who we have no idea about. So, a lot of people's families got devastated today. It probably was also, I'm guessing they were flying to his basketball academy where he was going to be like coaching a game or something like that with youth, like elementary, middle school age kids today. So I imagine there's probably some kids and or parents on his helicopter with him too, possibly. I'm just speculating. But even more tragic. So this is it's like, some situations in life, there's like a win-lose. I like veganism because it's a win-win-win. This is just a lose-lose-lose. There's like nothing good. It's just a bad situation. There's no silver lining. There's nothing good here. It's just all bad. Yeah, you're right. The 2 points slow. Yeah, some people, a parent and a daughter who was on Kobe's friends with Kobe's daughter. They're like on the same team or something like that, So thoughts on his 81-point game. I actually don't remember his 81-point game right now. I can't remember. It was so long ago. I don't remember if I watched it or not. I probably did, so I really can't say much about that. But I'll say that is incredible in this modern era of NBA. An 81-point game. That's crazy. Hey, Groovy Lisa. Cool, yeah, thanks for sharing. Yeah, you don't have to be a sports fan. I mean, all you have to do is just be, a person with compassion. You could see that, he's a person that touched millions of people's lives and, he influenced me big time. That's why I'm so saddened and horrified by this, amongst other reasons. I was able to watch his genius and be inspired by his work ethic and his pursuit of excellence, and it's just his unteachable, drive to succeed and win. I mean, I don't know if I have that or not, but at least I could be inspired by that and try to do that and try to incorporate that myself. But this really shows, guys, I know it's an expression, but life is so freaking short. It's too short. It's really just reminds us, to not be afraid to just go for what we want to go for, try to achieve what we want to achieve, and don't be afraid, because if you just hold back and never try, life will be over and we never gave it a shot. So, anyway, What else y'all are talking about here? Yeah, LeBron. This is crazy because I don't know if you guys are big basketball fans. Just last night was a historic night because last night in Philadelphia, Kobe Bryant's hometown, playing against the Sixers, LeBron James surpassed Kobe Bryant on the top 3 scorers of all time. You know, LeBron was number 4 before last night. Then he surpassed Kobe last night. And they had some friendly exchanges on social media. LeBron gave him all this praise last night in the post-game interviews, talking about what a legend and inspiration Kobe was. And here they are today flying home from Philadelphia, the team, the Lakers, and they get word that what happened to Kobe. And I saw them land, I guess maybe it was a helicopter shot. And you can see the Lakers on the tarmac of the airport, and they were all holding Kleenexes and hugging each other. They were devastated, you know. It was nuts. Yes, life is short, man. Yes, life is so short, you know? I mean, I'm 10 years older than Kobe, 11 years older than Kobe, and he's gone forever, you know? You got it right there, Healing. Carpe diem, for sure. Seize the day. Seize the now. I mean, I think I'm kind of guilty often, too, of just kind of focusing not on the present, maybe just on the future. I might be thinking about what I got to do tomorrow or next week or next year or some hypothetical future that's not even here yet, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, and having fears about that. It's all about now. I mean, this is Buddhism. This is, you know, modern, like psychology. It's just being in the present moment. You know, that's all we have. We have a bunch of eternal nows, you know, a now moment, a now moment, a now moment. There is no past, there is no future. It's all a bunch of nows stacked up to each other. So yeah, the Grammys are going on right now. Yeah, I know Angie's trying to catch some BTS there. And yeah, what a heavy Grammys too. To have this is crazy. I mean, you know, the Grammys is in Staples Center. That's, you know, Kobe's house. That's where they played, you know, that's where he played most of his games as a Laker. And, you know, people are gathering outside of Staples Center today. And it's hard to get down there today because of the Grammys going on too. And most people at the Grammys, you know, they're musicians. They know what's up. You know, they're all bummed out about Kobe. So this is just a crazy day, you know, all the way around. You know, it's like the world shook pretty hard here. Yeah, you got that right, Rash. Yeah, LeBron had wrote Mamba Forever on his sneakers last night. You got that right. Mamba Forever. I bet you that's going to become something, huh? Mamba Forever, huh? Christian Lugo, what can we do to make the most of life, huh? What can we do to make the most of life? Hang on one second. Let me see if I can make my headphones come on. I'm getting kind of bummed. I can't hear anything. How about now? Huh. Ooh, I can hear myself now. Huh. Something's wrong though. I'll troubleshoot it later. French carnivore? No. We're okay, that was the last warning. Anyone says something bad about Kobe is gonna be banned from our channel. I'm just not in the mood for crap right now. I mean, this is something I learned from Kobe too. I mean, some guys in the NBA like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, they give into trolls. You know, they give into him online. I've seen Russell Westbrook like get into it with a fan. Did you see that went viral? He's like yelling at him and all sorts of bad stuff happened. Kobe was above all that. You know, life's too short to deal with negative jerks trying to like say crap to make you feel bad or try to hurt you or just say something mean right now when there's no reason to. So I'm just saying, if you're going to say something mean today, I have zero tolerance. So fair warning, yeah, I've put a few people in timeout, but I will just ban anyone from henceforth. So just take it. If you don't want to get banned, just be cool or go to another channel. Okay. Yeah, good point, Matt. Yeah, live kind of like we're dying. Live, and we all are. You know, we all have a finite amount of time on this planet, so we all should kind of like live like we are, you know, because every day we get one day closer to that inevitable fate. But what can we do to make the most of life? I mean, that's a great philosophical question right there, Christian. I mean, it's up to you, to find meaning in it. What makes you happy? I guess we're these trolls, and that makes them happy. I think they feel like they're living their best life, and they come here and hate on me or Kobe or us or whatever. But that's just sick and some kind of sociopathic behavior. You don't have proper feelings and emotions. So the rest of us, for the 95% of us who don't have that problem, do things as often as you want to do and live in the present. Don't be focused on the future too much. I mean, think about it, don't neglect it, and don't be focused on the past or dwell on it. Recall the past, don't forget the past, but really the present's what we got, and make the most of the present. All right, so no, I didn't see that, Mr. Lance. No, if anyone's doing that, I'm gonna do it. Into Verdadun. I hope I pronounced your name right there. I got, like most people, I heard about it on social media. I got it's funny. I saw a new. I have an iPhone. I looked on my news app in the morning. I saw that a helicopter crashed into a hill in Calabasas. Didn't say who. And then later on, someone on social media, on Instagram, sent me a private message, direct message, saying Kobe died in a helicopter crash. And I put it all together, like, oh my God, that was Kobe on that helicopter that I read about earlier. So yeah, it's kind of weird how it unfolded for me. All right, Evange, let me, I'm going to just, before I ban you, Kobe was not a rapist. I live here in LA. I was following the case. First of all, he was accused of rape. He was never a convicted rapist. So you can't call someone a rapist. There's the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court amongst your peers. And from all the stories I've heard that came out, testimony, it was consensual sex that didn't turn out quite like how the female, her name's Kate Faber, wanted it to turn out. She thought she was getting certain kind of sexual experience, and it turned into something else. So later on called it rape. So please don't come here and just make a bunch of crap. I probably know way more about the whole thing than you do. So anyway, now I will ban you, Evange. All right, so there you go. Let's see, hide this user. Bye-bye. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I've been crying several times throughout the day on Produce Not Pills. It kind of hits me in waves. At first it was like shock. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to verify it was true. And yeah, turn on the TV and there it is. And then, maybe 5-6 times throughout the day, it's like it hits me in a big wave, and I can't believe it, So yeah, I'm kind of cool right now. Cool meaning all right, but yeah, I've shed a few tears today for sure. Yeah, Katie Little. That's what TMZ does, They make a living off trying to be the first to get the news, even though they don't always get it right. In this case, they were accurate, But yeah, they're the ones that broke that his daughter was on the helicopter. I don't know what to think about that. It sucks. That's what they do. And it is what it is, huh? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not hip on them. Peggy Hill, great question. Do I think Kobe is the best Laker ever? That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, there's a reason why they retired his jersey twice, both the number 8 one, like I got here, and let's see if I get it here, the number 8 and the number 24 jerseys. The only Laker to get 2 jerseys retired. There's been so many great Lakers. There's definitely an argument for him to be made for him being the greatest Laker of all time, possibly even the greatest of all time. He's definitely in that conversation. I'm not going to come out and say he is definitely the best of all time or the best Laker, but he's definitely in that conversation. Yeah, I'm with you, Candace Kane. Yeah, even for people who are not, basketball fans or Kobe fans, yeah, my heart, it goes out to his wife, who just lost a daughter, a 13-year-old daughter, and his other three daughters will never see their sister again. You know, this is, as I said, this is just a lose situation. There's nothing good that could be said about this. Yeah. I'm with you, Michael Marshall. That was the most impressive last game of all time when Kobe played his last game as a Laker. Angie and I are watching here, and I kid you not. I mean, I'll be a liar if I admit that, you know, a few tears came out periodically through that game too. Just watching him score 60 points, but just knowing, wow, it's over. 20-year career. Whew. Puts time in perspective. Anyway. All right, I know the trolls are gonna have a blast watching this. I'll make sure I'm not gonna leave this up on our channel for all time. You know, I'm just gonna leave it, you know, here for you guys to watch for a short amount of time. But yeah, I'm a human, guys. You won't see too many of these narcissists who make attack videos on me being able to shed a tear at the loss of someone, you know, outside of their maybe family, if even that. You know, I'm a human. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not a sociopath. I have proper emotions. Oh, Imran, did I ever meet Kobe? Great question. I said this right at the beginning when I came on. Go to our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan, because Angie put together a 60-second video of clips that we shot while going to Laker games over the years. And the reason I tell you to put that, to go check this out, because one time Kobe slapped my hand. He just won a game. It was a buzzer beater shot. It went down. He was stoked. He felt like, you know, king of the world. And we were lucky that season. We had a friend who had these really cool seats that her business had right next to the tunnel that the players come in and out of. So I slapped my hand out, yelled, Kobe, Kobe, and he slapped it. And you'll see my reaction. I acted like I won the lottery because I was so stoked. You know, I'd never touched someone so great before. So yeah, I didn't meet Kobe at all, but, you know, came by, slapped my hand after he won the game, and I felt like $1 million. Oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that, Herman. You had to break the news to your son? Oh my God. Oh man. Whew. My sympathies go out for you there, Herman. That must have been horrible. Wow. Was Kobe my favorite player? He is definitely, he is. I mean, he's one of my sports heroes for sure. I mean, absolutely. He's up there with like say Roger Federer. Yeah, Kobe's definitely up there. Michael Jordan, you know, these are some of my favorites of all time. So yeah, anyway, check out our Instagram. It's Happy Healthy Vegan. You'll see what we look like too back in like 2010 era. Before we started our channel, right when we're just getting into veganism. You can see what we look like. We look a little bit different. Besides being younger, you know, our faces look different, but you can check that out. So yeah, check out Happy Healthy Vegan. It's our latest video. It's just a 60-minute. It's not even, I wouldn't even call it a tribute to Kobe. Just like remembering the experiences that Angie and I had at Staples Center over the years, watching the Lakers, watching Kobe do his thing. Oh, you just watched Bridge Curly? Awesome. Yeah, check it out. It's just something we wanted to do to show. Really, I think that's why a lot of people are so sad. I mean, besides the whole tragedy and senselessness of it, it's just like you know, he's like a family member. It's just, you know, he the whole time Angie and I were together, we've been watching him. So, you know, and seeing him in person and experiencing his greatness. Anyway, would she ever post it to YouTube? Great question, Haleen. I'll see what format the Angie's video's in. Hopefully she edited in Final Cut Pro and I could just export it out of there and just put it on our YouTube community page. So look for that. I'll try to get that up tonight or tomorrow. So check that out if you can't get it on Instagram. But go check it out on Instagram. For the rest, yeah, I'll put it up on our community page soon. Cool, James. Glad you think my emotions are very honest. This is honest me right now. You know, no bullshit, no nothing. I'm just, you know, just trying to work this out with you guys, you know, because yeah, I've been pretty just, I guess, devastated is the right word, all day, and I know I'm not the only one, and you know, most of us who are devastated and just really sad never even met him. Like I said, I was lucky enough to have him slap my hand after a Laker game, but Yeah, I'm just trying to work through this. This is pretty yeah, just super bad. Yeah. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I know. You know, you're not unintentionally saddening anyone with your thing there, Joseph. Yeah, this is a completely sad situation. This is horrible way to leave this planet in a helicopter crash with your 13-year-old daughter and other friends of the family and their children too. This is just completely tragic and horrific and. Ugh. Yeah, I've been watching some celeb reactions too, and yeah, that does help for sure. Not to say I'm a celeb reaction or anything like that, but cool. Um, yeah, and I've been talking about what a great dad he is or was. Four girls. And I've seen dads that only have daughters, as opposed to sons and daughters. And, it really sweetens these dads up, and I saw, I could tell from, I'd never met Kobe, obviously, wasn't hanging out with him, but he seemed like, he was really a really good father, really sweet father to his girls and really close to them. And so close, yeah, one of his daughters was traveling with him today and just thankful no more than one, but even one's way too tragically much, you know? Uh, yeah, and he wasn't done. He was in the second big act of his life here, making the successful transition into business, into film making, documentary making. And, I wanted to see more of him. I was hoping maybe he'd run for president in 8 years or whatever, in the future. He's a, bright, intelligent person, very smart, thoughtful, human, compassion. I was hoping for some more greatness in the future. Um, yeah, he would definitely help make America think again there, Bruce, for sure. Yeah, Graven babies. Yeah, I just hope they didn't suffer too much. I just can imagine. But I heard there was like a big fireball explosion almost instantly after impact. So if they, like I said, they survived the impact, probably would have, the fire explosion was it. Whew. Anyway, yeah, definitely though. Check out our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. Check out the little 60-second clip Angie made of us watching Kobe, watching the Lakers over the years, and yeah, you can see he's been a part of our lives. Let's see. So what else you guys ask about here? The Paul Walker incident, TJB. I'm not sure what that is there. Um, all right, cool, Bridge Curly. Well, you're the first one on, so thanks for joining. And if you gotta go, you gotta go. Thanks for joining. It's been half an hour already, huh? Huh. Oh wow, I didn't know he's authoring a kids book too, Kyle. Wow, yeah, no, he's an author too. Due out soon. Oh my gosh, that's just too much. Wow, wow. All right, so whew. So anyway, you guys want to talk about something else? We can. I mean, if you want to ask any non-Kobe related stuff, we can talk about that too. And likewise, we can simultaneously at the same time keep, talking about the Kobe stuff because it's obviously going to be weighing on me all day. It's not. I can't pretend it didn't happen. So yeah, let's just open it up, but we can still talk about Kobe. I'm not going to say we are done now or anything like that. So yeah, if you guys got any other vegan related questions, we can chat about that too. Um, yeah, Graven babies. That's what's so tragic too. I mean, he was so young, 41. I mean, he looked good too for 41. He looked amazing. He looked better than a lot of 31-year-olds do in the NBA or anywhere. Unlike a lot of NBA players when they retire, they still eat the same, but they don't exercise the same. And Kobe's still training hard. He could probably still play in the NBA. Like Vince Carter's playing at age 40 or 40. How old's Vince Carter? So Kobe could still play, especially in a backup role. He still had you know, his youth to him. You know, 40 is like the new 30, you know, 50 is the new 40. And his daughter, just 13 years old, man, you know. Let's see. Suraj, who is my favorite basketball player? Do I follow other sports? I don't follow soccer or football, you know. Basketball. I follow a little bit of surfing, a little bit of cycling, tennis. It's hard to watch all these sports though. So yeah, I kind of just watch the majors. Been trying to watch bits of the Australian Open right now. I saw a couple Djokovic matches, and gosh, he's looking good again, man. His plant-based diet is obviously not, you know, slowing him down one bit, man. That guy's like Gumby, just running around the court, stretching in weird positions, extended to get, you know, sending arms and legs out to get balls that no one else could get. So yeah. But yeah, basketball is the main one I watch. I try to watch most Laker games, if not the whole thing, at least like the second half. And I'll watch a full game if I know they're playing a good opponent. Like Tuesday, the Lakers' first home game back after this long road trip. They'll be back home for the first time since this Kobe incident. So that should be a big game. They're playing the Clippers too, so that's going to be a crazy night of basketball. Watch that if you can. You know, just for so many reasons, that'll be good. Wow, good, interesting point there, NM. If he didn't retire so soon, he might still be alive today. Yeah, if he were still playing, yeah, he wouldn't have been on that helicopter trip today, you know. But then he might have, you know, I heard he used helicopters like all the time. That's how he commutes around to get around the vastness of Los Angeles and the traffic of Los Angeles. So, who knows, you know, maybe that's not the best way to travel. I don't know what the safety record is for helicopters. I have no idea if it's safer than cars. No clue. I should check that out. But anyway, let's see. Urban, the cyclist, you've been vegan for 5 months. Best thing you ever did, faster on the bike. Cool. Yeah, I mean, a vegan diet definitely won't hurt you for cycling. That's for sure. Yeah. Do I watch UFC? No, I don't watch any like fighting or wrestling or mixed martial arts or anything like that. Now, I tend to watch only, I'm weird. Maybe I'm not that weird. I tend to really only watch sports that I personally either do currently or have done just, you know, extensively in my past, you know. Like I said, surfing, cycling. I'll watch running sometimes, watch some marathons or something like that. But and tennis. So I just kind of watch what I do, what I've done. Let's see. I'm with you, George. George, I've been crying all day too. Not like all day, but throughout the day. I said it comes and hits me in waves. You know, I'll just have this wave of grief just hit me. And then I'll get through it and I'll be cool for like an hour. And then another wave will happen again. You know, this is tough. This is one of my heroes, guys. Kobe's definitely one of my life heroes. You know, if I had a wall here, a hero wall, Kobe definitely, you know, would be on that wall. So to lose, you know, one of your heroes is you know, and kind of their prime still too. He's definitely, I mean, retired, but definitely still not like over the hill. He's still, you know, relevant person, and a hero to so many. So anyway, let's see. I saw a question from Craig. What do I think about Bernie rising in the polls? Yeah, I saw not only Bernie rising in the polls, I saw Andrew Yang up to 8% in a recent poll. So he's going to be, unlike in January, Yang has qualified for the debate for February. So that's cool. You know, he's going up. It shows you how it was a sham, how they didn't do enough polls to get Yang in there. But yeah, back to Bernie. Yeah, I thought Bernie should have in 2016 got the party nomination. It just seemed like a bunch of BS politics from the DNC to give it to Hillary, even though it seems like Bernie was what would have won. So hopefully they learn their lesson this time and will not just give it to the person that they like the most. You know, Bernie is extremely electable. You know, he inspires people, and so does Yang too. You know, have you ever? I mean, not to diss anyone's picks here, but I mean, you know, Biden, he was a cool vice president, but does he really inspire people about the future or how we can make change? You know. personally, for me, that doesn't compute in my mind. He's against universal health care or Medicare for all. And it just shows kind of behind the times. Bernie is what we need right now in this day and age. And I like Yang's message too. I'd like to see a Sanders Yang ticket. What do you guys think about that? Not to get too much into politics here, but that's just how I feel. I feel we need, we need to have coverage. People shouldn't be going bankrupt when they get sick, when they get in an accident. Even people who are insured, can go bankrupt from medical expenses. And pharmaceutical drugs are way too expensive. Why is that? Why, if you just go across the border into Mexico or Canada, you get them at 1/10 the price? Why is that allowed there? But here we must charge way more. It's just the system's broken, and we need someone to fix it, or else it's just going to keep getting worse. I mean, it keeps rising at a rate faster than inflation, both medical care and drugs. So yeah, Sanders' plan is what we need for sure. And I mean, not just Medicare for all. He's not a one-issue candidate for sure. I can go on, but that's what he's known for. Hey Tracy, thanks for joining, Tracy. Good to see you. Let's see. So we could branch out into the non-vegan questions like that as well. But yeah, if we want to still, and I tell you, Kobe's going to be on my mind all day, all week. That's not going anywhere. So we can talk about all that too. Yeah, we've been grieving a hero the whole time here, Tracy. Yeah, one of my heroes, like I said, if I had a hero wall, he'd definitely be up on the hero wall for sure. He's inspired me for, since I started watching the Lakers in the late 1990s when he was coming off the bench as a rookie, and watching him play all the way to his last game a couple years back, his last game as a pro. Angie and I watched that in tears. We couldn't believe that our young Kobe, and I say our young Kobe because, yeah, we saw him first time in person at the Forum in 1999. I know Tracy wrote, too, that she saw him at the Forum, too, So he's been with me the whole time I've been with Angie. To see him retire just made us feel like, wow, he's retiring, and we've known about him, he's been part of our lives the whole time. Seemed like part of us was kind of ending, sort of, and today it was the same kind of emotion, but even 100-fold more heavy. Whew. Anyway, yeah. Whew. Anyway, let's check out some more questions here. So when were you going? You were going, yeah, home. Okay, wow, were you living out here, Tracy? Because, 1996 to 99 at the Forum. Yeah, Angie and I's first game, I think it was March of 1999. She texted it to me, the date of that. It doesn't matter. You guys don't need to know. Any comments about the virus? Seen people talking about the virus. First of all, thanks, Johnny Bravo. Thanks so much for the super chat tip. They're much appreciated. Oh man, and your great grandfather's friend died today as well, Johnny Bravo. Is that what you're saying there? If so, well, what a bad day, man. I mean, just all around bad day. Wow, sorry to hear that, Johnny. My sympathies go out to you. And I'm sorry, your friend's grandfather and their family there, man. Okay, the China virus. You guys really want me to make a video about the China virus? Because, I mean, there's really not too much to say about that. I mean, historically, a lot of viruses originate in China because of how in Asia, humans and these farm animals live in very, very close proximity to each other, often sharing the same roof, and, viruses that normally would stay in one species, like animals, makes its way into humans because of that, and that's what happens. I've read that it's no more virulent than the typical flu that we have here each year. And it typically strikes people or kills people who are not young and healthy, meaning they're sick, they're older, they already have some kind of weakened immune system anyway. So that means that you're probably going to be fine. As I said, the odds of you getting that are not that strong, or it's no more violent than a flu. And a lot of people get it and they don't even know they have it. They just think they have a cold or flu because they're healthy. So I guess I can make a vid about it or something, but I don't know. Oh, plant power. Yeah, I had a feeling I would do a live stream today. I was mulling. Should I make a video or should I do a live stream? A video I thought would be cool to just do like a remembering Kobe, showing some of the clips that we shot of us going to Laker games. And Angie did that on her Instagram, and it was so well done. I figured, I'm just gonna keep it real. Come here on a live stream, like no editing, no nothing weird like that. Just get my real reaction live with you guys. Because if I do it, if I did a regular non-live video, I could edit it, and I might be more nervous talking to the camera. Like, did I say it right? Did I look right when I said it? And the emotion might get lost, my meaning might get lost. So this way, I'm just doing it raw, live. Just honest reaction to today's bad events. You're right, Graven Babies. Talking during situations like this is helpful because I figured if I'm feeling this bummed, I made a post on my personal Instagram, Ryan Lum Rocks. I saw other people are bummed too, reading others on social media. So I figured, I'm just gonna come out and just chat with you live here. It's fully 100% real. Yeah, and everyone's been really cool here, except for a couple trolls that I blocked earlier. But other than that, everyone's been really cool and very, very thoughtful. All right, so what else y'all talking here? BAM Studios closure when a person or even an animal close to you passes. I mean, it's just it's part of grieving, man. You can get closure. It takes time, depending on how close you were to the person or animal. If it's someone really close or a pet that was like, your child or, your best friend, yeah, a year is I would say a rough amount of time, average. Could be a little more, it could be a little less, but it's not a week or a month or a couple months. It takes longer than that. So I mean, that's all I've seen it. I'm not saying I know this definitively. I'm just speaking from my personal experience and from those around me. That's what it's like. Roughly a year. Yeah, pumpkins, you're right, man. Scared to think we are all mortal. This is a reminder to live life. It's short, life is short. It's so freaking short, The great Kobe Bryant, 41, gone. So don't get too preoccupied in negative thoughts. Don't get preoccupied and thinking about this nebulous future that may pan out or not pan out like you want, or fear. That's what I'm going to learn from this. Don't dwell on things that you don't need to. Like I said, don't ignore the future. Make plans for it, but don't like obsess on, oh, what if it doesn't turn out like this or something like that? What if everything goes wrong? Just be in the present. Be grounded in the present, not like totally 100% in the present, but remember the past, plan for the future, but really be engaged in the present. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, well, Tracy, you're sad about Kobe's death because he was just talking about how women should be able to join the NBA. Well, I didn't hear that talk. Wow. He could have been such a great advocate for inclusion. Wow, that's an interesting idea. Wow. Yeah, it's full on. Equality. I'm a big supporter of equality. Let's see, Plant Power, Dimebag Darrell. I remember him. Yeah, heavy metal guitarist, right? 38 when he got killed. I forgot, how did Dimebag Darrell pass away again? I don't remember. It was a few years back. I wasn't a huge follower of Dimebag Darrell. I was kind of familiar, but yeah, refresh us. Kobe spoke about that a couple days ago, Tracy. Wow. See, still in the news. Let's see. Shot on stage. Wow. Okay, it's slowly coming back to me. There, is that what happened? Wow. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, HVY content. Yeah, this I've had this jersey a long time. Probably since maybe I'm just guessing here. I could be off by a few years. Maybe like 2000, 2001. I don't know, somewhere back then, I've had this jersey, back in his number 8 here. Plant power. Don't get depressed. Instead, shoot some hoops in Kobe's memory. Yeah, I guess I should. I was debating if I should go to the gym tomorrow or Tuesday. I really need to get back and focus on making some new videos for y'all. It's been a week, but yeah, I could probably do both. I could probably get out to the gym in the morning, get back and cleaned up, and get working again. Just it's been hard. It's been hard with the campaign work going on. In fact, I should mention on Thursday, January 30th. It's going to be a live stream. I'll try to get the link ahead of time. If not, you can Google it. Long Beach Post. That's who's putting it on. Long Beach Post Candidates Forum. That's what I'm going to be on. The Candidates Forum. It's like a debate, but I don't think we debate each other. It's probably like what they do, on the like those presidential debates you've seen where they ask them all questions. Anyway, it's going to be a live stream, multi-camera. It's an event that's already sold out. I'm going to be up on there on the stage with the other candidates talking about the issues. So I'll try to get the link for that and share it with you guys. But if not, I think you can just look up Long Beach Post. Maybe they have a YouTube page. I should have researched this before, but I know they said they're going to put it on their YouTube page and social media. So check that out. That should be interesting. You're going to see me in action there. So that's Thursday, January 30th, around I think that's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's me and my city council run here. And you guys know that's what I'm doing. Let's see, wrong tab, my bad. Hang on one second, guys. Man, I'm so slow today. That's our webpage, Ever Happy Healthy Vegan. I just want to show you, yeah, it's my campaign page here for my city council run. The election is really soon, March 3rd. So yeah, check out my page, ryanlum.net. You can see what I'm working for. I think it's a lot of the values a lot of you guys would share as people who want to help save the planet via, addressing climate change in an honest and urgent manner, rather than saying, yeah, I want to address climate change. No, I want to kick climate change's ass. It needs to be dealt with now. I keep showing how the United Nations, reports say we need to address climate change now. We need to address animal agriculture now. We need to address so many issues now. We just can't keep punting it down the road for the next president or the next generation. It needs to be dealt with now. So anyway, yeah, I'm the climate change candidate. I'm the advocate for affordable housing. I'm the advocate for animal rights. Zero kill shelters here in Long Beach and shutting down the one slaughterhouse of chickens that they got here, which is right across the street from houses, lower income area homes. Anyway, yeah, a Bolden, yeah, the future's now. Climate change is happening now. It's not some kind of theoretical thing like, there's all these climate change deniers. No, it's here. There's a reason why Australia is on fire right now. There's a reason why every summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, Central California catches on fire now. That's what they've been predicting. More extreme weather patterns, drying, more extreme heat, making things more dry. And in the summer, when we already have fire season anyway, well, it's that much more combustible. It's here. So we need to address it now. It might even be too late, but I'm not giving up. And that's why I'm doing Happy Healthy Vegan. That's why I'm running for city council, trying everything I can to help save the planet. Such a modest but big goal. Let's see, Matt. Australia's burning because we have ignored the wisdom from the Aboriginals. Well, that too, and we've heated up the planet, causing more extreme heat waves that would last maybe 3 to 4 days in the past, started turning into week-long heat waves, and more recently in the 2010s, as I've noticed, started turning into like almost even sometimes month-long heat waves. That's a long time for high heat, low humidity conditions, which we get here now in the summertime for like a month at a time, which makes fire season all the more horrible. So yeah, we've ignored the ways of the early peoples all around the world for sure. And instead we've been given into the ways of the rich billionaire polluters that make money off destroying our planet and invest their millions, their billions, invest money into spreading misinformation that people just pick up on. Oh, see, there's a study here that says humans aren't causing climate change. It's impossible. Even though these studies are funded by, like, say, the Koch brothers and other petroleum extraction people. And then that's why you have all these climate change deniers. But you can't deny it's happening. What was predicted 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago is happening now, exactly as said. It's not like, these fires are coming out of nowhere. So anyway, let's get back to what else is going on here. Yeah, you're right, Kenneth. Yeah, in other parts of the world, like, yeah, in the South, the American South, hurricane season is worsening. What'd you write there, Ken? It's getting more frequent because of rising heat in the ocean waters, exactly as predicted. Exactly. This is, again, it's not happening randomly or anything like that. There are direct human-caused conditions. It's not just like the ocean heated up because it wanted to get warmer or anything like that. Humans caused it, and there's a direct cause and effect between what we're doing as far as putting greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane into the atmosphere, and the consequences we are seeing now. Not in the future, but now. Anyway, now, unfortunately, Plant Power Kobe definitely was not vegan. So, definitely not a vegan person, but still, as imperfect as he might be for that, he had many other great attributes. Either way, Craig, it's all, there's many factors that go into climate change. If we're talking about the warming of the earth, there's a direct cause between putting carbon into the atmosphere that should not be there, carbon that was put into the earth, sequestered into the earth millions of years ago, and putting that ancient carbon into our atmosphere outside of the carbon cycle, and then adding, for bad measure, methane in the form of how many millions of cows we raise each year for the slaughter so they can belch and fart and put methane into the atmosphere too. Humans are causing it. But yeah, that's part of land use as well, for sure. Would I ever run for president? From what I've seen how difficult it is to run for even my low level of city council political office, hell no, no way would I ever run for president. No, it seems way too crazy. Just the monies and no, that's nuts. I admire those who run for president, but I think you got to at least be a millionaire to get started. Okay. Thanks. Hey, Tracy, can you delete that Lola person? Not delete, but just ban them from, Happy Healthy Vegan comments forever. Not just hide them, but can you just ban them for me, please? That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, unfortunately, Kobe was not vegan. I've heard he loved his meat. Like Kyle Kuzma on the Lakers, he's a pescatarian. He's talking about going out to dinner with Kobe and just going, wow, that guy sure eats his meat. I guess that's why he's named Kobe. All right, cool, Tracy. Thanks so much. Thanks for banning the person that wants to come here and be cruel, mean, and racist and sexist and just everything nasty. Lola, you're a troll and a sociopath, and you have no more ability to comment here. So see ya. Wow, Brandon, after a year-long internal fight, you're finally vegan. Do you know how hard it is to be black and vegan? It's hard to be a lot. I mean, me coming from Chinese descent, there's not that many, vegan Chinese restaurants yet. I mean, there's a few that have been around for a long time because of the Buddhist connection, but most Chinese people just, they don't understand. It's really hard to go to a lot of Chinese restaurants and communicate, I want vegan, but I understand. But it's changing. Like out here in Los Angeles, we have some really great like black vegan food makers. You sometimes see me wear that shirt with Easy E on it. That's Compton Vegan, and they make some really great like black comfort type foods. And they're from Compton, hence the name Compton Vegan. So it's getting better. There's another restaurant in Inglewood. What's it called? You guys know it's called like The Stuff I Eat or The Stuff I Like, something like that. Black owned restaurant there, making, traditional dishes. So yeah, things are changing every year. There's like more and more foods from all around the world, all around the country getting, veganized. And speaking of vegan Chinese food, we went to Disneyland's California Adventure Park last week because they're running, and I think it runs till February 9th, Lunar New Year's celebration, for Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, all, Asian cultures that follow Lunar New Year. And they've got some great vegan food options there too. I saw someone mention like, orange chicken, tempeh, fake chicken. Yeah, we had some of that. So watch the vlog tomorrow. It was going to come out today, but we were late. And then with everything at Kobe, it's just like, let's not put it out today. We'll wait till tomorrow. So check that out tomorrow. Eating vegan Chinese food at the Lunar's New Year celebration at Disneyland. It just shows you, like, even Chinese food, which I was just complaining about, is not being vegan enough. There's it's happening. It's all starting to happen now. It just took a little time, but pretty much all cultures of the world, their food's getting veganized. Cool, Laura. I'm glad you're watching the live stream tonight. Awesome. Yeah, gluten-free, Jamie. Yeah, gluten-free and vegan can be tough. Yeah, sorry that you have a gluten intolerance. You might want to try it out now that you're vegan. I don't know if you have or not, but I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but I read a lot of people's gluten intolerance can be traced back to Monsanto's Roundup being improperly used to, to ripen or to finish off a wheat crop. And it's not an approved use. And it's like, I think no coincidence that gluten intolerance started really getting more to be a known condition after the introduction of Roundup. So there might be something to be said for that. So what I'm saying is maybe try some organic wheat, maybe just to see if that helps you out. You might be all right, perhaps, if you have a non-Roundup finished wheat. So it's something worth trying. Yeah, they do it to dry out the wheat. It's not an approved use of it, but it's like a cheap way for the farmers to dry out the wheat. And what it does is put a shit ton of Roundup on the wheat. And of course, some people's bodies aren't going to react that well to it. Do I like any stand-up comedians? Oh yeah. Angie and I like to watch stand-up comedian specials for sure. Ronnie Chang, the guy from Comedy Central. I remember really digging his stand up on Netflix. That was pretty awesome. That's the most recent one I remember seeing, I think like a month or so ago. But yeah, there's many others. Chappelle, obviously, Dave Chappelle's, he's still got it. But yeah, Ronnie Chang, he's my new favorite comedian, I think. Anyone else like Ronnie Chang? Okay, you haven't had gluten in 5 years, Jamie. Yeah, give it a shot. I said, maybe just a small amount just to kind of test it out and make sure it's organic. And if you still get a reaction, then it wasn't from the Roundup, but there's a decent chance you might be all right. Just, give it a safe little try is my recommendation as a non-medical doctor. Ronnie Chang, I think it's spelled CHIANG, I believe. If not, just Google Ronnie Chang or Ronnie Chang Comedy Central. He's a one of the what's it called? The supporting comedians on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah. That's where I first discovered him. He's pretty freaking funny. He's a really smart dude too. I didn't realize how smart he was. He was like went to law school, or did he drop out of law school? One of the two. So he's a smart fellow, and he turned his focused his intelligence onto comedy. So I've been digging him. Let's see. I saw someone, a correspondent. Thank you, Tess. That's what Ronnie Chang's position is. Daily Show correspondent. Mozart, have Angie and I gone to a Lakers game? Yeah, I guess you must have just turned in recently, Mozart. Yeah, check out our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. Angie put together a 60-second video of clips that we shot over the years watching Kobe Bryant play at the Staples Center. And one season, we got lucky. We had a friend that had tickets like right along the players' tunnel, really expensive seats that we got for free. And one game, Kobe slapped my hand, and I freaked out like I just touched God or something. You know, it was just like you could see my pure joy of having, physically contacted greatness with my hand onto his hand. So check it out. It's Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. If you're not following us there, make sure you follow us too. But you'll see one of the coolest moments of my life, getting slapped by genius right there. And it was a great moment too. He had just like a minute or two before hit a buzzer beater shot to win a game. He was flying on cloud nine, totally stoked. Everyone in Staples Center was going crazy, and he ran by and slapped my hand, and I nearly lost my shit. Maybe that's how I got my talent, Craig. Maybe that's why my basketball game is better now than it was before I went, vegan. It could have some connection there. Let's see. Does cell phone radiation really cause cancer? Hey, I'm not a medical doctor or a researcher or anything like that. I don't know. The thing is, I don't, I thought what they were talking about was putting cell phones up to your brain, up to your head. Who really does that much anymore? Most people like text. Most people don't talk on the phone. I don't know. Maybe if it's right next to your head all the time, but even the research I said that I read from a few years ago seemed to say probably not. Yeah, just if you're concerned about it, just text, I guess, I know, I'm just joking. I didn't get any basketball skills from touching Kobe's hand. If so, I would have better like crossover skills, and I have the same skills now that I had in the past. I'm just better at them, but there's still more aspects of my game that I could improve on. And yeah, watching Kobe ball handle, and yeah, I'm nowhere even close to anything like that. Yeah, we both dunk, I guess. That's one thing in common. Both around the same height and dunkers. Produce Not Pills headphone devices like AirPods. I think that's different because that's using Bluetooth, which is like a less powerful form of whatever the wireless energy than like what a cell phone uses. It's more like Bluetooth's more like Wi-Fi than a cellular tower frequency thing going on. So I think that's right. But again, I'm not an expert in that field. But I know, cell phone is the most hardcore energy, and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are way weaker. So yeah, AirPods are running on Bluetooth. Let's see, Sramana. Regarding Wilkes versus Kresser, is there a link between dairy consumption and cancer? That's not really regarding Wilkes and Kresser. They didn't even really get into that much, but there's I've done many vids. I think Vegan Gains, I'm sure, and Mike the Vegan have done many vids too, between dairy consumption and certain forms of cancer, namely like say breast cancer. But there's a definite scientific linkage between dairy and certain cancers. Yeah, I just recommend maybe going to nutritionfacts.org. Again, I'm not a medical doctor or researcher. I don't have any one study off the top of my head to refer you to, but yeah, just look that up. Yeah, there is definite scientific evidence suggesting that there is a connection. Let's see, Jakari says Wi-Fi sells a lot of radiation. Yeah, I'm saying it's just different degrees, Wi-Fi radiation is less than that of cellular tower or cell phone, cellular connection radiation, which needs a lot more energy. You think, you got to get from a tower all the way to people's houses or cars, hundreds of feet or yards away. Well, Wi-Fi typically needs to go maybe 50 feet, 100 feet max, Bluetooth even a shorter distance. So yeah, the less distance it has to go, the way I understand the physics, the less radiation that's involved. um, Well, I'm sure Blitz, is that your name? I'm sure someone's sitting there putting out videos downplaying the connections between cancer and heart disease and dairy. I'm sure, because I mean the meat and dairy industries put out research and propaganda to downplay the risks. But the thing is, the risks are still there. The science is there, right? But anyone could say anything. Anyone could make some crap up. Anyone can publish. If you have the funding, like the meat and dairy industries do, publish some industry funded research to get the conclusions that they want, and then make press releases like I've talked about, and then the media picks up on it. Next thing see headlines: dairy doesn't cause cancer in any way, shape, or form. And then that's what you're seeing the anti-vegans talk about, and your relatives will forward that to you on Facebook and say, see, I told you, you can drink that stuff. What's the weirder or fringiest conspiracy theory I've ever heard? Fringiest. I don't know. The weirdest one's got to be flat Earth, because there's so much friggin' evidence to the contrary, and it makes absolutely no sense. But fringiest, I'm not sure what the fringiest one. Oh, Jamie, thanks for asking about the ankle. My ankle is still not cured, unfortunately. It's still a little swollen. Yeah, I mean, it's my ankle that I've had issues with in the past. I think about maybe 15 odd years ago, I got a level 2 sprain. It was bad. I had to get physical therapy to heal it back. I was off. I probably didn't play basketball for like a month or two. So it's always going to have some issues, I guess. It's going to be the weaker of my two ankles. So I guess, I go through phases where I'll tweak it, and it's going to be a little weird for a little while. So I'll see. I went to the gym last week on Friday. I played a little bit. Didn't bother me. I felt fine, but I noticed it was a little swollen afterwards, and it's still a little swollen today. So, that's just part of life, unfortunately. Flat Earth is pretty fringe. I guess it is pretty fringe. It just seems not so fringy now, because you see so many people that think it makes sense and, whatever. But you're right. It is totally fringe, huh? Let's see. Just Kinda, do I support the transgender community? Yeah, I mean, it's right on my website. Let's go check out my website. This has been here. Let's go to ryanlum.net. I mean, politically and personally, yes, 100% here. I mean, let's see. If you look right here, equal rights. Let's see. Support passage of the Equal Rights Amendment and the Equality Act. So, equality for people, any gender, any LGBTQ, anywhere on all people should have all equal rights. Your gender, your sexual preference, your race, your age, nothing should make any difference about you having less rights than other people. That's just complete nonsense. 100%. I mean, I assumed you would already know that, given like the values you think I have. Of course, I support equality for all. Sure, you're welcome. Cool. Yeah. It's sad to think that it's sad that I'm not blagging on you. I'm not complaining. I'm just sad that people need to ask that question, because there are those who are against rights for LGBTQ or people or older people or younger, whatever. It's like, why is equality such a horrible concept? I don't understand. I mean, we're all created equal. What's so hard about that to understand? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why it's just not a given axiomatic truth that all people are equal? It's sad that we still have to fight for that, unfortunately, in 2020. Yeah, who doesn't support equality for all? You'd be surprised, I mean, if you're in a state like California, it's pretty hard to find people who are against equality, but I do come across them, it's I don't even want to get into it, but it's sad that we don't, accept people for who they are, love them just the same, even though they might be different than we are. That's fine. But some people can't get over that. Let's see. Cool. No, good question. Yeah, we can talk about my political stuff too. But yeah. Let's see what else you guys asking about here. Let's see. What's your question there, John? Juan? Why don't we focus also to ease animal suffering while the world's transitioning to veganism? Like, ask industries to put animals to sleep before they got killed. Well, they claim that they stun them, but they lie. Most animals don't get stunned. They get killed without any thing, just bam. So we could, industries could pledge to put animals to sleep or what have you, but they won't. They'll put some just to make it look like they're compliant. So, but I'm getting at, if you have an industry like the meat and dairy industries are, that are based on the opposite values that we have, they don't have compassion. They're looking purely at animals as a device for making money. Animals to them just represent money. They could sell the animals bits or extract secretions from them for money. Animals are just a means to make money. I mean, animals mean nothing to these people. Animals have as much value as, like, say, like if they weren't manipulating or using animals for profit, they would be doing something else. They would be selling paper towels. Animals to them are the same as paper towels. Unfortunately, they're just a means to make money. So they don't have the motivation to spend more time and money, lose money, to make animals' lives any better. Unfortunately, it's just an inherently flawed system. Craig, wow, I never thought about that. Do you think evidence-based nutrition should be a required course in high school? On the face of that, Craig, that sounds awesome. I'd love to see that. However, I would be really cautious about that, because that the like those trade groups that represent themselves as nutrition education, a lot of them are ran by like Coca-Cola and junk food, McDonald's and stuff like that. Meat and dairies got their hands in it. They'll be fighting tooth and nail to get their propaganda, what they believe is evidence-based, into such courses. So if it could be truly objective, now have industry-funded, industry-influenced courses and what's in the curriculum, yes, I think that'd be amazing. As long as it's done objectively, not through who has the most money to bribe the educators with. All right. All right. What else y'all talking about here? All right, so yeah, if you guys want to talk some more vegan stuff like this, that's cool. If you want to talk about some political stuff, cool. It's all good. Let's see. Yeah, here's some more talk about Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's one of the few athletes that went straight into the NBA right out of high school. LeBron James is another one you might recall that has done that. It's pretty uncommon. In fact, the NBA, since LeBron, I think, has pretty much banned that, requiring people to wait a year after high school. But I think they're doing away with that in the next year or two. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, much kudos for Kobe being one of the few to make that jump. Kevin Garnett is another one before that. Juan, well, yeah, people are advocating for animals that are already suffering. I mean, right now, Sunday evening, I guarantee you, in downtown Los Angeles, I believe Vernon is the district, there's a group of animal rights activists sitting in front of the Farmer John slaughterhouse right now, about maybe 15, 20 miles from here. Every Sunday, more pigs are brought in for slaughter for Farmer John to make bacon and whatever food of, if you want to call it that, So yeah, people are fighting that fight every freaking Sunday night almost every day around the world. If you think about it, animal activists are everywhere. So yeah, people are fighting for that. People. That's why we need animal activists of all kind. We need ethical vegans of all kind to do the work that needs to be done, because there is a lot of work. Okay, good to see you, Tisha. Cool. I'm glad you could join here our Kobe chat. Yeah, a lot of sad things in the world. All the animal cruelty can really get you down. Then a tragedy like what happened today with Kobe and his daughter and his family and the families of the other victims. Just a pretty sad day for a lot of us here. Okay, here's Lisa from Happiest Vegan on Earth. There are Farmer John vigils on Wednesdays too. Okay, I didn't know that they go there on Wednesdays too. I know Sunday's their big day. But yeah, since people are fighting for their rights every day there, Juan. Yeah, Juan, I don't think pretty much anyone in this chat will disagree with what you're saying there, Juan. You're an activist and you're saying there are billions of animals dying. We need to do something about that. Yeah, that's what we're here for, Juan. Everyone that believes in that, as an ethical vegan, agrees something needs to be done, and everyone's doing something in any way that he or she can, given their skill set, given their social network, given the time they have. We're all trying here, Juan. All of us have the same goal. We might have different ways of achieving that goal, but we're working collectively. Our goal is one day, there'll be no more animal agriculture business. We'll all be eating plant-based foods, which sounds so crazy, huh? Wow, eating, cruelty-free foods. And we're all trying that. We're all working towards that goal. That's our dream. I don't know what'll happen. Are you guessing? Oh no. Okay, Joseph. Hey, I didn't see here, Joseph. What are you saying? By 2050, they say that there'll be there'll be more plastic in the ocean than there are fish. Yeah, which is a sobering thought. Yeah, I thought by then they're predicting pretty much all the major fisheries of the world will have been pretty much depleted. So yeah, more reason to now, not in the future, just now, just give up seafood and start going plant-based. Yeah, I'm with you, Johnny. Think about the meat and dairy industry. Yeah, just think about what goes on, just what their practices and how they go about it, and how they spread misinformation about what they do, and how they're the number one cause of deforestation, of greenhouse gas emissions. It really can get a person pretty bummed pretty quickly. And that's why they say, why are you vegans bummed out? Well, because there's some real good reasons to be. Austin, yeah, who knows? The world might be too far gone. Sometimes it sure feels like that, huh? But I'm with you. Let's keep trying. Why just say, hey, I give up, I'm going to just not do anything and just let it, I'm going to contribute as much as I can to the world's demise. That's not the way to look at it. Let's keep trying. I haven't seen any definitive word from scientists saying that it's already too late, but it might be, but we need to act immediately. Let's see, Surmasa. Is choline an issue for vegans? You have a hard time getting enough choline according to your chronometer. Any advice? Anyone here have any advice? I've not really been tracking choline myself, and when I get blood tests, is choline in the standard blood test that I put up here? I don't even look at choline. I'm not even thinking about choline. So yeah, I'm not a medical doctor or a nutritionist, so I can't give you, an educated response about that. I just tell you guys, I share with you guys what I do, and yeah, I'm really not really thinking about choline. You might want to look up on nutritionfacts.org, which is run by a medical doctor. He goes through all the research that comes out, and it relates to plant-based diets. And if choline's an issue, he will tell you there. In fact, he'll tell you should take a supplement if you need to. I've never really seen any discussion from him though, like that choline's an issue. But check it out. Go to nutritionfacts.org, and you can search for topics. Just search for choline, see what comes up. Okay, just Kenda. You only need a very, very small amount of choline. Craig, show me a choline-related illness. Don't get stuck in the weeds. Really good advice there. Yeah, good point. I've been vegan 9 years. I've never seen anyone say, "Hey, I had to quit being vegan because I got this disease or this illness because I didn't get enough choline. Never heard of such a thing. So it's probably not an issue. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but yeah, do your own research. But I'll tell you what you need to worry about, what I worry about, what you should be concerned about, vitamin B12. If you live, especially in more northern latitudes, vitamin D. Those are the big ones right there. But yeah, I've never heard vegan medical doctors say you gotta be really tenacious and track your choline or anything like that. Let's see, Grandma. What are you saying there, Grandma? Meters, you received a picture of Kobe at your high school in Garden Grove? Oh, tell me more about that. That sounds interesting. Yeah, Grandma, it was really a bummer, man, what happened today. Yeah, I was talking about that more in the earlier part of the live stream. But yeah, it's super, super sad day. 9 people lost their lives, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter, and one of her friends and her friend's dad, and 5 other people, 6 other people counting the pilot. So yeah, it's a really, really heavy and sad day. That's why I came on. I just wanted to talk it over with you guys, and try to work our way through it. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. Yeah, he's a real giver. He gave me a nice high five when he didn't have to. Yeah, check that out on our Instagram if you haven't yet, guys. Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. Angie put together a short video of our time seeing Kobe at Staples Center, and the time when he slapped my hand. I was so freaking stoked that I touched greatness like that. Let's see, Matt asks a Buddhist question here. As a Buddhist, do I think the cruel slaughterhouse workers will reincarnate as the animals they are abusing? I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I really don't know what goes on as far as how karma works, how reincarnation or transmigration of the soul works. And, slaughterhouse workers are often, they don't want to do that job. It's a job with a high turnover rate, as most of you guys know. People don't want to do it. They have PTSD. It's usually the only thing that they find that they can do without having to resort to crime. It's really the bosses, the industry that's the true evil. The paid slaughterhouse workers are just getting paid to do a horrific act that this evil, cruel industry is profiting from. They're the ones that they're creating these jobs by making so much money off selling these products, animal products. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put the blame on the workers. I have compassion for them too. They're just in a bad situation as well, unfortunately, and it's really the industry that profits so greatly off cruelty. That's their business. Like I said, to them, animals are meaningless. The animals don't mean anything other than a means to making money. They just see the animals as if they were bricks or paper towels and selling bricks and paper towels. In this case, they're selling animal bits. They don't care about the animals. All right, so let's see, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I know he died in a air flight crash. I forgot if it was an airplane or helicopter. I actually don't remember that. Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan, you might not know. He's one of the best guitarists many of you may have never heard of. And if you have heard of him, awesome. But yeah, he's one of the best guitarists, to play a Stratocaster for sure. Hardly a day goes by, probably when I'm noodling around on my guitar, that some kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan idea doesn't pop through in my plan. John Denver, he was a gliding plane, wasn't it? I thought it was some kind of experimental gliding plane that John Denver crashed and passed away on. Hey, Donnie B, just joining us. Thanks, man. Thanks. Plant Power. You got an autograph from Pantera. Met them. Cool. Awesome. Let's see. Tracy, you saw Stevie Ray Vaughan twice. Awesome. I never saw Stevie Ray Vaughan. Once in 85 and again in 89. Yeah, he's a legend. One of the world's greatest guitarists. That's just funny. Today we're at Whole Foods doing our shopping, but we were hungry because we had no food. Our cupboards and refrigerator were bare, so we grabbed some sandwiches at the new Whole Foods. sitting down to eat them, and yeah, the TVs all had the Kobe Bryant story going on, and then they played Let's Dance by David Bowie. And I'm telling you, that's some of the most gorgeous guitar work Stevie Ray Vaughan ever did was on that album, particularly on the song Let's Dance and China Girl. Those are two of the tone, the two of the best examples of guitar tone I could think of. I don't know what happened on the album, but he sounds amazing. It makes sense though. An amazing guitarist, recorded by an amazing engineer and producer, Bob Clearmountain, with David Bowie in I think his prime. Yeah, it's awesome. Hell, I want to listen to Let's Dance tonight. Maybe I'll put that on the vinyl tonight. What do I think about CMOS, Finest? I don't really think about CMOS. Should I be thinking about CMOS? Yeah, and David Bowie's gone too. I know. All these like geniuses being taken from us. It's really sad. People that inspire, people who are good, being taken before they should. How did I first hear the news? I saw earlier in the day, I saw like when I got up in the morning that a helicopter crashed in Calabasas, but didn't say anything more. And then someone texted me or sent me a DM on Instagram like an hour after that saying Kobe Bryant died. And I looked at it, I'm like, God, he died in the helicopter crash? So it was kind of like that. I've just been like in this weird state ever since that moment. My whole life has kind of changed since then. Okay, okay, we have another troll here. I just banned you, okay? I told you we're not going to speak bad about Kobe. It was alleged that he raped a certain person in Colorado. It was never brought to trial. He's never convicted by a jury of his peers, and all the evidence I've heard suggested strongly to me it wasn't a case of rape. He doesn't need to rape people. He could get a woman pretty much anytime as Kobe Bryant. It was sex that turned out to be not what the lady had in mind. It started out as consensual sex. It was consensual sex, but she was expecting one thing and he wouldn't do what she wanted, and it turned out to be a little more degrading than she wanted, and after the fact declared it rape, and that's that story. So that's it. There was if you want to try to hold on to that he was a rapist, you just been banned and you're gone. Let's see. I heard Plant Power. I heard Trump passed a bill to allow industries to pollute the water supply. I've read, a story that came out in the past couple of days, and another one from I think last month. How our current presidential administration continues to weaken environmental protections. Why? So that industries can do more, such as pollute more, and get away with it. So that's another reason why I'm running. We can no longer rely on our federal government to protect us, protect our planet, to protect people, to protect our water and air. We need to fight locally. Unfortunately, we need to make it happen here. I mean, the thing is, back to the whole rape thing, anyone could accuse anyone of rape. Doesn't mean they did it, A lot of people get accused of something that they didn't do, a crime that they didn't do, be it rape or, robbing or whatever, It's all about, like I said, the innocence, presumed innocence until proven otherwise. Presume someone is not guilty of the crime unless there's been some compelling evidence presented, and there really hasn't been in that case. I remember I've lived here, I've been following his case when it was happening. Let's see, Sean, you just rescued a half Mancoon cat, 6 months old and crazy big. I say a Mancoon or Maine Coon case. Is that what they call me? A Maine Coon, Mancoons? They're huge. Those are the cats you've seen. They're just big, furry, hairy, beautiful cats. Cool. Well, that should be fun. That's cool. Should have a lot of cat hair around the house. Wow, Johnny, you're graduating from high school early. Wow, you must be really smart. Oh, you are. You're going to MIT. You are. Well, congratulations there. It's one of the best universities or schools out there. Double major in chemistry and biophysics. Wow, you're going to have an awesome future, Johnny. I envy you. Congratulations. Awesome. That is rad. Let's see. Devin, what are you asking there? What do I think of studies showing low LDL cholesterol associated with an increase in all-cause mortality? I'm not a medical doctor or a researcher. I've seen studies that, well, how low are you talking? I mean, I guess if it's absurdly low, but I mean, I remember reading in the China study, seeing people's, I guess they were talking total cholesterol levels were quite low, really low for Americans, like under 100, and they didn't seem to be at any more risk than they if their cholesterols were at a what we consider more normal, like 130 or 150 or something like that. I'd be interested to have a look at it. Fortunately, that's not a problem for too many people to have really absurdly low LDL levels. But yeah, I'd like to take a look at it. Produce Not Pills. What's the age demographic of our channel? I really don't know. I haven't looked in quite a long time. Yeah, YouTube gives you all that in the analytics for your channel. I remember when we started, I'll tell you, it was more, we had more female subscribers, and now our channel has more male subscribers. I don't know if that's because I make more videos or just they're more, the topics we're talking about. But yeah, it has changed a little bit. And I know we get probably a high, older demographic than average because we're older than average, Let's see. Okay, Devin, thanks. I'll copy and paste that right now so I don't lose it. Let me go to another browser and paste that in. So it goes into Google. Okay, it's on my Google right now, so cool. I will check that out. Wow, you really want to try to trap me here, guys. Serrano is talking about how cacao in the Ivory Coast and globally has forced child slave labor. Is it still vegan? I mean, definition of vegan is, a lifestyle that seeks to exclude as much as practically possible all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Child slave labor is a whole nother issue. I mean, that's a humanitarian issue. Kids aren't getting killed. I mean, it's not, they're being exploited, so that's a whole nother issue. So, I really eat chocolate, so I don't really ponder the complexities of fair trade chocolate all that much, but I would suggest if that's what you are into, chocolate, look for a fair trade. There's ways around it. Just because an industry has like cacao production, there has some cruel companies that do it, ones that don't care. Imagine if they're exploiting child labor like that, imagine what else they're really shoddy on. They're probably really bad about how they grow their plants. They're probably using not the greatest growing methods. Maybe they put on some unhealthy fertilizers or pesticides or what have you. So you want to try to find companies that have good, moral character, or for lack of a better term, you want to see quality throughout the process. So yeah, if I find a company is exploiting children, yeah, I don't want to support that because you are voting with your dollars, and odds are, like I said, they're probably doing other not so good things either. But yeah, how do we know if we want fair trade chocolate, Grandma? Yeah, you can look for those certifications on food products. So take a look at that for one if you are a chocolate person. They say, Joseph Michael, subscribe to those vegan guys on YouTube. All right, let me, again, I'll Google. I think you told me that last time, those vegan guys. Why do you want me to see them for, Michael? What's so good about them? I'll Google them right now. Let's see. Okay, I got them in my browser there, so I'll try to remember to check out one of their videos there. Um, Yeah, Humasiro. I know it is crazy timing about Kobe's passing because yeah, LeBron just passed Kobe on the all-time scoring list yesterday. LeBron is now number three, pushing Kobe down number four, and LeBron was just praising Kobe big time last night after the Lakers game in Philadelphia. Lost, unfortunately, but yeah, yeah, it's just crazy how this happened today, and yeah, I've been trying to make sense of it all and just like go through the stages of grief, even though I've not, met Kobe in an official capacity. Look at our Instagram. You can see me slapping his hand. That was my moment of, contact with Kobe there. But yeah, just trying to make sense of what's going on today. Um, Protein not pills. Do I use a lot of nutritional yeast? Yeah, I use nutritional yeast quite often. I don't know if I use a lot. That's kind of a relative term, but yeah, I'm not afraid to put nutritional yeast on food for sure. I just put some on. Last night I made a little bit of pasta. It was kind of late. We didn't really have a proper dinner, so I made a small amount of like angel hair pasta, some tomato sauce, and I put a little nutritional yeast on that, or nooch, as Tracy likes to point out there, nooch. Uh, um, let's see. Oh, Johnny, our MIT genius here. He said you don't consider yourself smart, just skilled at science, math, martial arts, and staying in shape. Oh, cool. If you can be skilled at all four of those, you'll be doing pretty well in this world, I think. What's for dinner tonight, Sean? I don't know. Let me think. Well, we just went to the market because I said we were totally out of food today. I didn't really want to go today. I was just feeling so weird, but I looked in the fridge and we didn't really have any food left. So I don't know. We have some options. I'll see what Angie feels like making. Unless she wants to collaborate with me on something. I'm usually the guy that gets the rice happening. Wild cuts. What's my opinion on the argument that vegans damage the planet by having foods flown in and transported? Well, who doesn't have food flown in and transported? And again, like, unless you're like a carnivore eating stuff from like your yard or something like that. I mean, your normal omnivorous person, they're eating food that's been imported from all over the world. And I mean, it's like that avocado argument, like vegans are destroying the world with avocado eating. Like, no, it's not like vegans eat abnormally large percentages of avocados compared to omnivores. I mean, vegans probably eat about maybe 3 to 5% of the avocados because vegans represent about 3 to 5% of humanity. It's just a silly argument. I mean, anything that they're saying about vegans, they should just look at themselves because they're probably doing the same thing but worse. But when you really get down to it, it's all about an environmental footprint. So yeah, vegans might get some foods that are imported from a distance, just like omnivorous people are doing. But if you look at what happens as far as the environmental footprint of raising the crops that are fed to livestock, that whole process is worse environmentally on all aspects: greenhouse gas emissions, pollution, rainforest clearing. So they're not better. I mean, this has been well researched. It takes way more water. Every day you're vegan, you're saving about 1,000 gallons of water. I mean, it's just a win. So these are just nonsense arguments. If these people are saying they only ate meat from their local area, maybe they'd have something, maybe. But even then, I mean, the resources to raise like grass-fed beef are enormous. They live longer. They don't eat all the stuff that they get some fat quicker. It takes a lot of resources, land resources, water for the grass-fed free range food animals too. So it's just a weird argument that makes no sense. They just try to say, oh, it's an argument, an appeal to futility argument. They're trying to say, well, vegans aren't perfect. They're causing they're not zero emissions. So why should we? That's what they're trying to say basically. And anyway, you could just say, hey, I'm vegan because of the moral arguments. You could say you don't care about the environment if you want to say that. I'm just vegan because it's morally wrong to kill animals needlessly. We don't have to. But when you get to the environmental arguments, veganism wins too. Can't stop lying. You rarely have avocados, almonds, or any of the stuff that the anti-vegans try to point out. Yeah, see, it's true. Yeah, vegans don't have to eat almonds. Vegans don't have to eat avocados. They try to make it sound like we're just like munching down avocados all day, which is insane. Where do they even get this nonsense from? Do they have this fantasy if you're vegan, you're just eating all these avocados? Like, where? Is there like a vegan channel out there, the vegan avocado mukbanger or something like that? No, it's just complete nonsense. Yep, I'm with you. I've said that 100 times too, Grandma Meters. Animals don't care why you're not eating them. Just don't eat them. They don't care if you're in it for the environmental reasons or the ethical reasons. And the animals don't care if you call yourself vegan or plant-based or Z-Box 7. They don't give a crap. They just care about not being raised for slaughter and killed. That's really all their concern is. You know, all our human nonsense is just nonsense to them. Just don't eat them. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Human's Hero. Yeah, you said that people act like because you are trying to make a difference as a vegan, you have to be flawless in everything you do. And no, there's nothing in the definition of veganism that says you have to be this perfect human being, whatever perfect means in the hater's eyes. It could be zero emission or, you know, everything has to be like organic or non-organic, according to some people now, or fair trade, or whatever. No, the definition of veganism is a moral statement. You either agree with that moral proposition or you disagree with it. And nowhere in that definition does it say, and you must be this perfect human being. It's complete nonsense. I mean, if you had to be perfect, no one would go vegan. It'd just be completely pointless. It'd be impossible. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Yeah, you don't have to be flawless, but shoot for the stars, reach for the moon. It's totally it. Yeah, that's, I'm not saying just go out and just like, you know, be this really like polluting vegan or anything like that. Just, yeah, but try your best, you know, the best you can. And don't worry about being perfect, because once you start thinking about perfection, you get weird thoughts like Tim Sheaf, you know, being this perfect purity kind of thing. And these people I know, have known over the years that aim for perfection and purity and all this stuff, they're not vegan anymore because you can't do it. It doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, you're totally right, Canaris. Yeah, the anti-vegan carnies, they're very good at many different fallacies, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, that's the only thing they can do, because valid arguments against veganism, truthful, valid arguments against veganism simply don't exist. So they have to do one of two things. Well, these are the most common things. There's more they can do, but they resort to fallacious thinking, you know, fallacious arguments, such as the appeal to futility, or ad hominem attacks. You know, just attack the person. Whatever this, you know, scientific paper said or this vegan said, we're not going to dispute their facts. No, we're just going to distract you and say, oh, look it, he can't lift as much weight as this meat eating guy can, so veganism is flawed and wrong. You know, I've seen that happen way too many times. Like, I didn't know that lifting weight serves as the arbiter of truth. You know, if you can lift more weights than another guy, that means the scientific papers that you say are true, or something like that, you know? It's crazy. Is Family Freedom still friends with Tim Sheaf? Who's Family Freedom there, Just Kinda? I've never heard of that entity. Okay, this for now. What? All right, this for now can never comment again on Happy Healthy Vegan. If you want to come here and be stupid, this is not the place for it, okay? Yeah, you got that right, completely right, Juan. A true vegan will never go back and eating meat. All these former vegans, you know, that screwed their health up from eating too much raw food or fasting or urine or turpentine drinking, all that stuff. It's funny how instead of like just undoing that bullshit and just saying, hey, I'm just gonna eat a sensible vegan diet and try to fix whatever thing they screwed up on their fasting raw thing, why do they just go, no, they don't do that. They could say, oh, it's veganism that destroyed my health, and then they go back to eating meat. No, if they were truly vegan, eating meat wouldn't be an option. They would do what Ravana refused to do, take the antibiotics. No, when faced with the choice of taking antibiotics or eating meat, any true vegan, that's a no-brainer. Take the freaking antibiotics. But I know why she did, because all those raw gurus talk about how horrible antibiotics are, but like eating meat's like better than taking antibiotics. It makes no friggin' sense. All right, so anyway, what else y'all talking about here? What's that crazy thing? Tim Sheaf is actually good for the vegan diet. Try explaining him to a normal, everyday 9 to 5 mainstream person. Clarify that a little bit more. I think I know where you're going there, but tell me more there. Um, um, yeah, Moses Cortez, whole food, plant-based is the way. You don't need to fast as a vegan, either intermittent fasting or 10 or 30-day fast, juice fast, water fast. You don't need to do that. Being vegan is a moral, compassionate way of being, and it's also healthiest when not fasting, just eating whole food freaking plants. It's a no-brainer. If you look at all the vegan medical doctors, PhDs, all the ones I know of at least, I don't see any of them saying, hey, we should be like doing all this fasting. Well, there's a couple out there. I know Gabriel Cousins likes to like calorie restrict and all that stuff, but still, where you see people succeed in the long term are people following what these 99% of the vegan doctors are saying, whole food plants. It's so friggin' easy. Plant power, good point. There's more antibiotics put into meat than in medication. Maybe that's how they got healthier, just getting the antibiotics from the meat, huh? Never thought about that. Yeah, I agree with you, Juan. Meat is not even a food option. I don't even consider that a food option. It's animal flesh. It's an animal who was killed against its will. See, Travis, Vegetable Police is going to start eating beans, like only beans, or he had stopped eating beans altogether, which also doesn't make much sense because, there's been so much scientific research showing that beans are great for health, longevity, reduction of risk for major diseases. So, let's see. I'd like to hear more about that. Yeah, Suramana. Yeah. These people who quit veganism were typically like 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100. Most all of them were very extreme. Yeah, as far as drinking pee, 30-day fasts, raw food for 5 years or whatever, and smug to non-vegans when they were vegan. Yeah, kind of interesting, huh? Okay, so Travis, he said Vegetable Police is going to start incorporating beans. Huh, I didn't know he was ever, I don't even follow him. I don't know what he's doing. So that's cool. He's going to eat beans. That's good, I guess, if it means he eats less meat and less animals need to die for his experiments and stuff. So I guess that's a win of sorts. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about Vegetable Police, I'm not even going to go there. Some people I've learned I just don't want to talk about. It just causes too much grief and problems. But I will comment that eat more beans, bro. Eat more beans. All right, Tracy, thanks for hanging on as long as you did. I'm going to probably go pretty soon, too, see what Angie's doing and get some dinner going. So thanks, Tracy. Thanks for moderating. Thanks for putting people in timeout and keeping them quiet. And yeah, tell Will I said hi, and hope you guys are, doing as good as you can do on a day like today, So thank you. Yeah, rest in peace, Kobe. 100% there. So many people's lives have been affected today. So many people's lives. He's touched. That really says a lot. I mean, I was wondering if they're gonna cancel the Grammys even. I mean but yeah, that show must go on. I will shoot some hoops for Kobe. I'll try to go tomorrow, see how all my ankle's doing, and and sink a few buckets for Kobe. In fact, I'll try to learn a Kobe move. I'll learn one of it. I'll study his post ups. They're really interesting what Kobe does in the post. Cool, Tracy. That's a good idea, Judy. Yeah, I should light a candle tonight for Kobe as well. Cool. Cool. That's such nice people here. That's what I like about our crowd. We have good people that watch us. Good people who, I guess most people watch us are vegans, and that gives us a subset of people that are probably, more compassionate anyway. But you guys are good. You guys are cool people. Thank you. Yeah, Shamara, did you not follow the news today? Yeah. Yeah, Kobe passed away with his 13-year-old daughter and 7 others in a plane crash, a helicopter crash earlier today. Yeah, kickflip for Kobe too. Why not? If you're into skateboarding, do a kickflip for Kobe, or an ollie to tail for Kobe, or McTwist. Um, let's see. Yeah, any other questions for me? I guess I should go pretty soon. I've already been on. Where's my time here? Oh, almost 2 hours. Wow. Gee, that sure went by really quickly. Damn. Thoughts on vegans with pets? Well, again, that's one of those things where you have to do your own research there to see what's healthy. I don't want to be the one that gives you some advice that doesn't work out for your pet. I know what works out for human nutrition, and I know humans are completely healthy eating only plants. That's, not my word, even though that's my experience of 9 years of eating only plants, 9+ years. It's the opinion of the American Dietetics Association, World Health Organization. It's a known established fact. So I have no hesitation telling people, yeah, you can eat plants and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna thrive. But animals, that's a whole nother matter. It depends what kind of pet you have. But I want to say this too. It's not about being perfect. Once again, if you already have a pet, here's what I'm trying to say. If people say, oh, if you're vegan, you can never own a pet, well, that would keep a lot of people who would otherwise be interested in going vegan from becoming vegans. So, there's choices you can do. Yeah, people are giving some research here. One website that you might want to look at is, I always get is it one way or the other? Look at Eco Cats and Dogs or Eco Dogs and Cats. And they're an online business. They're here in Huntington Beach. I've been there many times to the warehouse to pick stuff up, but they sell vegan pet food, vegan collars, cruelty-free, sweatshop-free, accessories for your pets. So check that out. And do your research there. But I don't want to give you any advice as far as how to feed your pets. I don't want to, cause any illnesses for anything. So yeah, I see some advice there from Juan, V-Dog. I forgot the brands that they have, Eco Cats and Dogs. But yeah, check them out. Like Evolution and Me are some of the brands I remember. But for dogs, I really don't recall. Cool, Plant Power. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Awesome. Thanks so much. Thank you. Because I'm a musician and inspired you to become vegan. Awesome. Cool. Thanks so much. Very kind of you to share that. That inspires me to keep going, I really just want to do what I can to help more people to go vegan, to see how easy it is to be vegan, to stay vegan, and learn all the facts that I've been learning over the 9 years about veganism relating to health, to the environment, to animal cruelty, everything. Just cover the whole spectrum of vegan issues. Juan, wow, I'm really old in age. I look like a 30-year-old guy. Thank you, I guess. I mean, really old in age. I mean, that makes it sound like I'm 80 or 90 or something like that, but I'll take that as a compliment, Juan. I know what you're trying to say there. I mean, age is really a complicated issue. I mean, yeah, I've been on this planet for 52 years. I understand that, and I know my body is not what it used to be. It's not like it was when it was 30 or even 40 for that matter. But, I'm able to get a lot out of my body at my age from my lifestyle. So I'm grateful for that. It's been nothing but positive for me. Thriving on a vegan diet. I'm an example of that. Cool, Jamie. I'm glad you love what we do and you love our live streams and our content. Again, tomorrow, check out our content. Angie made a vlog of us eating all sorts of awesome vegan food at the Lunar New Year celebration at California Adventure Theme Park. So check that out. It was going to come out today, but it'll be out tomorrow for sure. Let's see. I have baby skin. I don't know what baby skin's like exactly. I guess, yeah, except for some wrinkles, which I think are caused by just you know my face has been stretched out from being weighing 240 pounds a long time ago, then getting thinner when I was like when I was eating more raw food in like 2012. There's kind of a lot of change right there. I think can stretch your skin out. You ladies probably know what I'm talking about. Like pregnancy stretches your body out. I had something like that. I gained a lot of weight and lost a lot of weight, and it leaves its marks. But I'm cool with it. It's awesome. Cool, Juan. Wow, you guys have a very healthy vegan baby. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how raising a baby vegan is healthy. I mean, as long as you do it in, again, a sensible, balanced way. Just don't make them a fruitarian or juicitarian or something like that. Yeah, balanced, whole food, plant-based diet. And yeah, it's the American Dietetics Association position that a vegan diet is appropriate for people in all stages of life. Wow, 13 bean soup, Sean. That sounds pretty freaking awesome. Maybe you could share some of that with us here. I wish there were teleporters, like in Star Trek. Wow, I was the first vegan YouTuber you're exposed to. Awesome. That's totally cool. Let's see. LV, I see a challenge here. Your son wants to do a 10-day veggie only diet. No fruits either. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, he wants to do a veggie diet, like eat only vegetables. Like, I mean, yeah, if he wants to do a veggie diet in the sense of like, no meat, that's cool. But why no fruit? I mean, I assume if he wants to do veggie, no fruit. Is he also going to do no grains, no potatoes, or just veggies? I would say that's a bad idea, because there's no way your son will get enough calories eating only vegetables. I mean, vegetables are healthy. They have lots of great nutrients, but they're not calorically dense. So, I mean, there's no way. Say he needs like 2,500 calories. How would you get that eating only vegetables? That's impossible. I mean, he'll lose a lot of weight, but that's not a good thing necessarily. Most, rapid weight loss is unhealthy. So I would advise your son to make sure if he doesn't eat fruit for those 10 days, fine. He can totally get away with doing a starch solution kind of thing. Rice, potatoes, and vegetables, so make sure he's not doing only vegetables. There's no way he'll get enough calories. It's not healthy. I'm totally not into that. And I'm sure if you ask a vegan medical doctor or a vegan nutritionist or a vegan dietitian, he or she would also agree with what I'm saying here. Let's see, Joseph, what did he say? Your LA Fitness does not have a basketball court. Bummer. But we'll go to the gym on your day out for Kobe. Awesome. Maybe just bring a basketball with you if you got one, out of respect or something like that, Yeah, fortunately, there's 2 LA Fitnesses in Long Beach. One has a basketball court. That's the one I go to. The one without a basketball court, never been. Let's see. All right, Humus Hero, you found us and Vegan Gains early too. Awesome, cool. Yeah, we're still both going, man. His channel's really taken off, though. Quite envious of Richard's success. That's really cool, though. I'm not like jealous in that sense. I'm just, wish our channel was taken off like his. I'm sure everyone's has got a desire like that too. Let's see. Who's the artist of the painting of Angie back there? That's a painting of Angie, actually. I don't know. It's someone from an art. It was an art student at Long Beach State. I don't. remember who exactly. Angie might know. I thought she said this painting was written up in one of the local papers or something like that too. I'll ask her sometime. Produce Not Pills. When and how did I get into basketball? I mean, I've been playing most of my life. One of the earliest memories of my life is my dad, who's no longer with us. He took me to his high school, outdoor courts, and he played basketball. He wasn't that tall though; he was kind of short. But anyway, he took me out to the outdoor courts and the playground, and I shot my first hoops there. And I was always a little bit taller than average, so when I was in school, I gravitated towards playing basketball. I never played on like the high school teams or anything like that. I just played basketball, like at PE and stuff like that. Played with friends, sometimes after school. I just liked playing basketball. Just something I felt some kind of a natural, connection to. But I felt that with many sports. I feel that with running, cycling, surfing, tennis. I just enjoy doing it. Oh, Juan leaving us. All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining. Well, I know I've been on a long time. I don't expect everyone to stay on the whole time. I'll be going pretty soon here. I've been on 2 hours. Who was here? Was my mom tall or my genetic anomaly? She's relatively tall for a female. I think she's maybe 5'7" or something like that. And her parents were like a little taller than her as well. So there is some genetic connection to me being tall, but there's no one nearly as tall as me in the family. I don't think there's anyone over 6 foot in our family. So yeah, I am a little bit of a genetic monopoly. Okay, another one of these Kobe rape conspiracy theorists. You're gone. Bye bye. Oh no, just Kendra. Someone stole your shoes at the gym? No, who would steal dirty, old, smelly shoes? Assuming they weren't brand new, right? Who would steal shoes? That's just really down and low. Have you? I assume you already checked, right? You checked to see lost and found. Ask them if they found any shoes. I would think, if someone found a pair of dirty shoes at the gym, they would just turn them into the lost and found. I would never even consider oh, there's some dirty old shoes. Oh, they look nice, but they're dirty and old. I'm going to keep them. It just seems so messed up. I'm sorry to hear that. So check it out. Uh-oh, iPhone battery 2%. You better get going there or plug it into a charger. Anyway, guys, any more questions before I get going here? I should probably go pretty soon. Gross, huh, Jamie? That sounds pretty gross, huh? I know. It's just it's a non-thing. Meat is a non-food. Stealing someone's dirty, stinky gym shoes is a non-thing. It just couldn't happen. You would take it as a sign of respect if someone wanted your old shoes? Oh, man. Oh man, you checked the lost and found. Oh man, I can't believe someone would steal your shoes, even if they're expensive, but still, how would that be attractive? There's some dirty old shoes, Gosh, that's horrible. Oh man. So guys, let me just kind of sum up here. I've been on for a little while. So, hide this troll here, and so anyway, I'm going to end with where I started at. I'm glad you guys made me feel a bit better. I spent probably the first 40 minutes or so of this live stream talking about Kobe Bryant and what happened today, and it's pretty emotional. If you guys joined late, you might want to replay this video. I'll leave it up for a little while. Just kind of, you can see me emotionally breaking down a few times almost. That kind of sums up how I've been feeling all day. It's been hitting me in waves, the grief of what's happened with Kobe today. But yeah, check out our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. Angie put together a 60-second clip of us, of our times seeing Kobe Bryant play at Staples Center, including one of the greatest moments of my life. I'll kid you not, when he walked by and slapped my hand on the way to the locker room by the player tunnel because he just won a game. He was stoked, did a buzzer beater shot, and slapped my hand, and you can see my reaction. I was losing my shit, so check that out. So like I said, if you join late, watch the beginning, check out our Instagram videos, like our little tribute to, it's kind of slash tribute to Kobe, and B, us just paying respect, showing what an important person he's been in our lives. We've ever since Angie and I have been together, we've been watching Kobe almost like from the first couple weeks she met me. I was having her watch Laker games. She had a crush on young Kobe. I mean, he's been part of our lives. To have him, not be here anymore, and taken away so tragically, and his daughter, one of his 4 daughters as well, and other passengers' families affected too. It's just, I just needed to talk to some more people today, and I could tell from talking to you guys too. A lot of you guys too, wanted to talk as well. So, check the early. Check out this live stream. Just go back in a bit. I think YouTube will let you replay it, and after maybe pretty soon I'll let you watch it from the beginning. And check out our vid on Instagram. You can see me touching greatness there, touching genius, and that's awesome. Let's see, Humish. I have to train to do the Kobe under the leg dunk. I'll never be able to dunk like Kobe, man. Even when I was young, I couldn't jump like that. He's just a special talent. But just watching him dunk, seeing all the replays today inspired me just to train that much harder, So maybe I will get some better dunks in the not too distant future, hopefully, Inspire me just to jump harder with more force, more explosiveness, and try to get that much higher. So it's been an interesting day. It's been a rough day. It's been a just grief-filled day. But I don't know what to say about it. I'm still processing that Kobe Bryant is gone at the age of 41. Someone I was hoping to see get old with me, see what he was gonna do this year, next year, in his 50s. What kind of great things he still was gonna bring to the world, and make people's lives better. It's just it's sad, it's shocking, and it's gonna be a while before life kind of seems sort of normal again. A family lost their father today, a family lost their daughter, other families lost their loved ones too, in this helicopter crash. But the impact goes beyond just those families. So many people's lives have been touched by him, and so I want to say thank you, Kobe. Thanks for just being on this planet as you have been for the past 40 years, sharing your greatness, your genius with us. You touched a lot of people's lives. You made a lot of people's lives better, and you'll never be forgotten. One of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of all time. And I'll proudly keep this shirt for the rest of my life. Kobe number 8 here. So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining on this live stream. And check out tomorrow. It's a really simple video. Nothing bad happens. Really just chill Angie night, eating a bunch of vegan Chinese and Asian food at California Adventure Park, celebrating the Lunar New Year. If you have any new video ideas for me, drop me a line. You can send me a DM on not on Instagram. That'll go to Angie. Send the DM to me at Twitter. That's at Ryan Lum, Happy Healthy Vegan on Twitter. Or you can send me a message on Facebook. That's Happy Healthy Vegan. Or just go to our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. Send me a message there if you have something you want me to take a look at, a story, a study. If you want me to cover this Chinese virus thing, let me know. Anyway, guys, thanks so much, and I'm going to go join up with my wife and see what might have together for dinner. Oh, you have some ideas? Okay, definitely message me at happyhealthyvegan.org, Ryan Lum at Ryan Lum on Twitter. Let me know what you'd like to see a video for, because I gotta tell you, I'm honest right now. I have no idea what I'm gonna start working on next, and I'd like to start working on something tomorrow after I go to the gym and shoot some buckets for Kobe. I want to start working on a vid. So let me know what you got on your minds, what you'd like me to take a look at. All right, guys. So, all right, much love. Peace to everyone, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. All right, good night or good day, wherever you're at.